Hello, everyone. We're going to give people are still joining. We're just going to give people another minute or so to get into the meeting room. Hey, great. Well, thanks everyone for attending. We have great attendance today, which we're very excited to see. This is the PCNA Plus Quarterly Knowledge Series webinar. Today we're going to focus on holiday gifting. But before we get started, I do want to just take a minute to acknowledge our recent system upgrade for our Leads business unit. We know some of you may have experienced order issues during our transition, and we really just want to sincerely apologize. It's certainly not the level of service that we aim to provide, and we truly appreciate your patience. I do want to say, if you do have an issue or have an unresolved order that you need assistance with, please feel free to share it in the chat, and then what we'll do is we will follow up after the call and work quickly to escalate and resolve it. The positive news is we are making strong progress, and we expect to return to full operational performance within the next 2 to 3 business weeks. So again, we really thank you for your understanding as we work through this. So on to the more positive stuff. I'm really excited to guide you through some of our top tools and trends to help you make the most of Q4. I'm Stephanie Preston. I'll be your host today. I'm the Senior Director of Marketing at PCNA. And just here's a quick look at what you can expect from today's session. So first, holiday gifting trends. We'll start by deep diving the key trends that we see shaping the gifting season this year, what's hot, what's gaining traction, and how to connect those trends to promotional merchandise. And then we're going to cover some tools that really help you drive demand in some of the resources that we have to help you bring the ideas that we're talking about to life with your clients. And then we'll leave some time for Q&A at the end. So the heart of today's session, these are the biggest trends that we're seeing in holiday gifting for Q4. So these are really what's inspired by what's happening in retail, consumer behavior, and the broader lifestyle space. And the great thing is they really translate beautifully into the promo world. So it's really great. You'll have some high impact ideas that you can bring to your clients. So the first gifting trend that we're going to talk about is material matters. So we're seeing that today's consumers are really drawn to unexpected, elevated materials that make gifts feel more meaningful. So as you're thinking about this, think about things that are tactile and they feel really great to the touch, things that are authentic, well-crafted with details that suggest care and quality. Eco-conscious and sustainable is really important here. And then just things that feel elevated and premium. And the reason why this matters is that 73% of customers say that product materials impact their decision to purchase, and 67% of them are willing to pay more for sustainable materials. So this tells us that choosing the right material is really no longer a nice to have. It's really a sales driver. So the way that we see this play out in retail is the Museum of Modern Art Design store, where they're really curating material first gifting, and then Rothy's, which is they're very well known for sustainability and using everything from recycled plastics to merino wool to tell a product story. So as we look at how that translates into promo, here are some examples of what we're seeing. So the first is the Silverton lightweight packable insulated puffer jacket. You can see it has that eco heat lining and water repellent finish. It delivers comfort and performance, but it's also a little bit fashion forward. The great thing is it packs down into its own stuff sack, which really makes it great for travel, field work, or lifestyle focused gifting. Next, we have a Karst Pro Series notebook. This is really cool. It's made with stone paper. It's waterproof. It's tear resistant. It's super smooth to write on. It's just not your average regular notebook. It's got some nice enhancements like stickers, index pages, and dual ribbon markers. So it's great for, form, function, organizing, all the things. And then finally on this slide, we have our goods recycled felt shoulder tote. So this is made from PET plastic, recycled plastic bottles. So it delivers that sustainability, but it's also very on trend and has that everyday functionality. This is really a roomy tote. It's very comfortable to carry. It can really handle all the things. This one's at a really great price point as well. So another key trend that we're seeing in gifting is the idea of life on the go. So with hybrid work, blended travel, those things are really becoming the norm. People are really looking for products that support a busy and mobile lifestyle. So think travel ready, packable gifts for life on the go. These are things that are compact, they take up minimal space, really ideal for bags and backpacks. They're foldable, you can transport them easier. They have multiple purposes, very versatile, and they're really designed for that active on the go lifestyle. So why this matters is that travel spending is projected to grow 8% in Q4. And again, that's like hybrid work and leisure travel are continuing to blend. So travel friendly is just continuing to be more relevant and more valuable than ever. So a couple of the ways that we see this come to life in retail is through a brand called Nomadic. They're known for their ultra functional travel gear, and Patagonia, I'm sure you all are familiar with that brand. They're highlighting packable, performance ready clothing. So this trend's really a great way to position functional, lightweight gifts that support how people are living and working today. Everybody is on the go. I'm sure all of you feel that too. So here's how some of these items translate. This trend translates into the promo space. So we have the goods recycled rolled duffel bag. This is really cool. It's packable. It has that oversized U shape. You can open it quickly. It's ideal for overnights. Again, this one's made from recycled materials, really with that function first theme. And then the silicone food storage bags, these are really great. Not only are they reusable, they're very compact. They're not just for food, and we see people using these a lot for their travel essentials, like cords. I use mine for cosmetics when I travel. So that's another way to think about it just beyond food storage. Next up, we have the Netto. I know I've got my apparel expert on this call. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's our lightweight recycled packable jacket. This one's recycled, wind and water resistant. It's ready for anything, like whatever the weather, this item's got you covered. This one also packs neatly into its own pocket. So this one's really a top choice for travel, outdoor teams, field-based employees who need lightweight performance materials. Next, we have this Find My 5000 mAh power bank. So this one's awesome because it's a smart charger. It's not going to go missing. It has that Apple Find My compatibility, and it's got a digital display, which is a great feature to track battery life. We just had this item on display at the ASI Chicago show, and this one got a lot of attention. It also ships in a gift-ready FSC box. That's easy for client or employee gifting. And next up, we have Totes, mini travel umbrella. Totes is just such a well-known and respected brand. This one's great for your glove box. It's compact, very small and space-saving, which really aligns well with this trend. This one's great for commuter gifts, employee packs, and even seasonal kits. So the next gifting trend, I love this one. This one's one of my favorites. This is the idea of evergreen everything. So what this trend does is it really blends seasonal color palettes, but with minimalist styling, but it also has that eco-conscious mindset. So this is about products that feel timeless and thoughtful. These are seasonal colors and monochrome styling that meet sustainability. So think things that are calm, muted, soothing tones, things that are inspired inspired with colors and textures drawn from the earth, things that are very purposeful, simple and intentional, seasonal. So I think this idea of evergreen really reflects current color trends. It reflects the holiday season, but without being overdone. And also eco-minded. That message comes through on a lot of the trends that we're going to be covering today. And the reason why this matters is 68% of consumers say that seasonal color palettes influence their gift selection, especially in fashion and home categories. So color and styling aren't just aesthetic, they're really directly influencing purchasing decisions. So a couple of the ways we see that play out in retail through this brand Viore, which is one of my favorites. They just launched this Viridian collection just a couple of weeks ago in this strong green color. And then Yeti, they've got this strong color statement that really ties into seasonality and durability. So a couple of examples of how this trend plays out in promo. We've got the Herschel Extra Large Classic 15-inch laptop bag. So this is a Herschel signature silhouette. It's modern, it's a grounded feel, great to carry every day. Again, it's made from recycled fabrics. So this is functional. It's also like, it's got that visual edge, sustainable style, and Herschel's just a well-known brand that delivers that instant credibility. I love this Marley recycled acrylic tumbler. This is the agave colorway that we're featuring. It's just kind of a fresh, calming tone. This is a double wall tumbler, but I love it because it's got the matching straw too. So this is really a standout for eco-conscious hydration. We also have it in other colors, but that agave is really a strong color statement. And then the Feed Organic Cotton Convention Tote. If you're not familiar with Feed, Feed is just an incredible brand with an incredible give back story. So for every tote that is sold, it feeds lunches to 3 lunches to underprivileged children. So it's a great give back message. This color statement in olive, it's definitely delivering on message and material, made from GOTS certified organic cotton. It's purpose driven. We have it in other colors too, but I love Feed. I love this story. This is a great item at a great price point for the holiday season. And then our Roots Paddle Creek Full Zip Fleece Hoodie. This we're featuring in pine green. This is like ultra soft fleece hoodie. It's got that refined but yet really outdoorsy feel. It's got a suede fabric. It's got a jersey lined hood. This is super, super comfortable, a great item. And then Wolverine too. That is just a utility staple. We've got the seasonal tone in the dark olive. This is stretchable. It's an acrylic beanie, warmth, comfort. It's got a really great real estate for an impactful logo. So this is a great practical gift for the winter and the holiday season. Another important trend is unwind and uplift. So these are really gifts that are putting rest, calm, and mental well-being at the front and center. And I think this is something that people really crave during the holiday season when it's really busy. We all get stressed out, so it's more important than ever. So these are gifts that prioritize rest, calm, and mental well-being. So think about things that recharge and help people feel restored and energized, things that are encouraging relaxation and downtime, things that are very comfortable, that have soft, soothing materials that create those calm experiences. And then unplugging, like the digital detox is more important than ever, and this trend really speaks to that. And then items that are low stress. So why this matters is that 70% of shoppers say they plan to give self-care products this holiday season. And that's really everything from comfort apparel to relaxation accessories and wellness tech. So wellness just is no longer a trend. It's really kind of a way of life, and it's become a top gifting category. So in retail, the Aura Ring, gosh, they're wellness. So they promote better sleep and recovery. Athleta, that's actually one of my favorite brands too. They blend performance and comfort. So this trend's really all about helping clients create moments of calm with gifts that support balance and restoration. So first up, we have the Buddy 24-ounce recycled protein shaker bottle. This is made from 100% recycled plastic, made for everyday use. I feel like everybody is taking a collagen powder or greens or protein powder, as they're working wellness into their everyday life. So this is a great item for fitness forward kits or wellness programs. And then next, I love this item. It's one of my favorite apparel pieces. This is the Dara Recycled Tech Quarter Zip. This is a lightweight pullover. It's sleek style, but it's also very performance focused with moisture wicking. It's snag resistant. It's UPF 50 plus rated. This is really designed for movement. And again, it's made from 100% recycled fabric. So we keep talking about recycled. That's definitely a trend that we're seeing too. So this one's really smart for wellness bundles or even uniform programs. The Hydro Flask tag-along tote, this is really a standout to me. We had a lot of conversation about this item at ASI Chicago, but this is the entry point Hydro Flask bag. So this, with Hydro Flask, it's bringing that instant name recognition, but this is very versatile. This packs down into its own pouch. This is sustainable. You can use it for gym days, beach weekends. I love this ice blue color. It's just a really strong and soothing color statement. And this is actually much bigger than it looks on screen. And this price point at $20, I think, is just very fair for a wellness item with a strong brand. I love this Vitruvi plug-in wall diffuser. You see these in retail. So this really, it plugs into the wall. It delivers spa-like scent. It's got no mess. It's got no cords. 500 hours of fragrance. Really great for small spaces. It's got a forest rain scent, really bringing calm. But that's a really fun new item, perfect for gifting and perfect to promote the wellness experience. And then our Field & Co. stoneware mug. So this has got that raw matte exterior and a glossy glazed interior. So this is really just sort of an elevated look for coffee breaks and adds some warmth and that handmade touch for just those cozy times, sipping coffee to help you feel relaxed. And then we have our Wellable Bluetooth sleep mask. And Wellable is PCNA's line that was developed by our product development team. So this is a full collection that we have that's designed to support balance, focus, and modern living. This is super soft, and it's got hidden Bluetooth speakers, so it plays music, podcasts, white noise, and it also has some pre-programmed sounds, birds, and all sorts of calming things. But yeah, this one is really comfortable. I have this and I've used it, but this is a great giftable piece for holidays, for wellness programs, stress relief campaigns, that sort of thing. So this is a really cool item. I love this trend too. So this is the idea of every day upgraded. So this is really reimagining items that are used every day through a modern design and functionality lens. So these are items, they're not really flashy, they're smart, stylish, and they're useful. So think about things that are beautiful, they're design forward, they have multiple purposes, they're very practical, people use them in their day-to-day life, they have some extra elevated polished details, and form and function, that just means they have great design, it works just as well as it looks. So this matters because 65% of consumers prioritize usefulness in gift giving, but 59% of them also want gifts to feel aesthetic or elevated. So the takeaway here is utility matters, but it also has to look good too. So in retail, a Simple Human, this is a brand that's elevating everyday items like trash cans and mirrors. Those things look pretty slick. And then Courant, that combines wireless tech with minimalist design. So these are gifts that are both sleek and functional. So a couple of examples of how that plays out. in promo. You'll see this elite geometry recycled stainless tumbler, but at first glance you might say, well, that's just a tumbler. But if you look at the inside, it's got that faceted interior that catches light like cut crystal. So it really, again, something you use every day, but it's got that elevated piece that just makes you say, oh, wow, that's really different. That's cool. So this one's really ideal for mocktails, morning coffee. It's a double wall vacuum insulated. It keeps drinks cold, and it's a really great shape as well. And then this was a conversation piece too at ASI Chicago. This is the silicone cooking utensil set. So this is heat resistant. It's scratch resistant. It's really makes a strong statement in the kitchen. It also has a really, really nice imprint area. So you could maximize that imprint area, or you could go understated with the logo. It's got these nice fun colors, but I think this one's really a smart pick for holiday bundles, team building kits. This one's generating a lot of buzz for us. And then next up is the Soundshine desktop lamp and Bluetooth speaker. So speaking of like multifunction, this is definitely a multitasker. So this is an all-in-one desktop tool. It's got a dimmable LED lamp, a wireless charging pad, a Bluetooth speaker, and it even has USB ports. So this is definitely giftable tech. It looks cool. It adds brightness and sound to any space. So whether somebody's working from home, or they are working in an office, or they're at school in a dorm, these are, great ways that you could potentially position this item. And then we've got the Doppio stackable recycled mug set. So this is a set of 2 recycled stainless steel mugs. They're stackable, which is pretty cool. You can use them every day. They're great for espressos, lattes, French press. I like the neutral palette, which is great, works across any environment. And I really like that elevated gift box that it has. The box isn't customizable, but it comes as it appears here, which is I think it's got a nice aesthetic look to it. But this is an FSC certified gift box, so it arrives in style, which is great. And then next up is polished and professional. So this is all about sophisticated retail quality gear that's bridging the gap between, again, like work and life. So these are really things that are ideal for elevated corporate gift giving. So things that are stylish, that are clean, that are modern, that make a really strong first impression. Things that are functional, built for performance and everyday use as well. Things that have some premium materials that might feel a little more executive ready. Again, versatility is key here, and then things that are very useful as well. So what we're seeing is 48% of corporate gift buyers say they're increasing budgets in 2025 with a growing focus on retail quality executive gifts. So this definitely means there's a clear opportunity to deliver more elevated brand aligned gifting experiences. So this shows up in retail with a brand called Roan. So they're really known for polished performance wear. And then Mophie, which is a brand that we carry, they're known for their sleek high-end tech accessories. So this trend is all about helping your clients gift with purpose and polish. So a few examples here. Thule, this recycled 16-inch computer backpack. This has got a really sleek look to it. It's sustainable. This is a PCNA exclusive. And Thule's just a well-known and well-respected brand. It's got padded tech protection, and everyday comfort, versatile storage. This is really a great choice for corporate gifting or premium travel kits. And then in the center, we have the Ember Temperature Control Smart Mug. Now, I've not used one of these, but everybody just raves about these. You can see it's a higher price point, but this is just like coffee warming on steroids or whatever your warm drink of choice is. But this is connected to an app and allows recipients to control their perfect beverage temperature and maintain it for hours. So you don't have to worry about your coffee cooling off. I think it's such a cool, smart thing. So this has got an LED indicator, a really smart elevated design, a great executive gift. I'm going to have to get myself one of these. And then finally on this slide, we have our Stitch Ultimate Garment Bag. So Stitch is a well-known golf brand. This is their hybrid duffel to garment bag. So this is crafted from the Stitch touring fabric. It's very lightweight. It opens up. It's really an impressive piece to see. You can pack a lot of stuff in here. Roomy enough for a weekend trip. This is a great executive level gift as well. A few more items. These are in the tech space. So we've got the Nimble 3-in-1 wireless charger. Again, a great executive gift. So this powers all of your devices at once, which is super convenient. It's a travel ready design. It's got a sustainability story. It's really great for people who are on the go and appreciate the form and function. And next up, we have the Skull Candy Dime Evo True wireless earbuds. This was definitely a conversation piece at ASI Chicago too. These are small in size, but they're big on performance. They offer 36 hours of battery life, water resistant, customizable sound. They have a clip-on charging case. These are great when you're commuting, traveling, or just on the move. And these are all new items actually. And this Mophie cable travel kit is really cool. It's got this compact cable kit. It's got 3 essentials, Apple compatible cords. So if you're like me, my iPad takes a different charger than my iPhone. This just makes everything convenient in one nice, sleek woven case. It's got a magnetic closure, tangle free. This is a great solution for road warriors or teams that are even tech savvy. Okay, this is a fun one. This is little luxuries. So this is a trend that is really built around budget-friendly gifts that still feel fun and premium. So these are small surprises with big impact. So think things that are low cost. They don't break the budget, but they still create a joyful and fun moment for the recipient. They're high impact. They feel like they're more valuable than the price suggests. They're just really fun. And I love that this is one of my favorite stats in the entire presentation. 76% of Gen Z and millennial shoppers say they'd prefer multiple affordable luxuries over one expensive gift. So this means that small, thoughtful gifts can actually make a bigger impression, especially with younger buyers. And I think as we see trends in the promo industry with buyers trending younger, this is definitely a really important statistic to keep in mind. I am not in either one of those demographics. I'd prefer one expensive gift, just ask my husband. But for these audiences, these multiple affordable luxuries are really what's resonating with them. So from a retail perspective, at Trader Joe's, this is a great example. This is their mini shopper tote. It was all over social media. Everybody wanted to get their hands on these. And they were so popular and such a trend that we carry a version of this. Other suppliers do too. But yeah, that's just a great item of a little item that can make a really big impact. And then Target, I love this example too. The Bullseye Playground. If you've been in Target, you see all of those fun items where you're like, I don't need this, but it's really cool. You can buy 5 items that are just really fun and they don't break the bank. So I think this trend's just telling us it's a great reminder. You don't need a big budget necessarily to make a big impact. So a couple of items here. We've got this mini personal diffuser. This is really cool. It's compact and cordless. It's bamboo accented on the top. So you can turn any desk, hotel room, travel moment into a calming retreat. It's rechargeable, bringing that sense of calm and wellness. So a little gift that makes a big impact. And the safety alarm keychain, this is an item that definitely is loud. You push the button and it will definitely scare people away. So a great safety item for campus kids, commuter programs, back to school moments. But this is just ideal because you can clip it easily onto your keys, your bags, or backpack to have it handy in case you need it. And then lip balm, that's always just a great, simple item that you could add on and bundle if you're doing lower cost budget gifts. And I love lip balm too, just because it's got a great imprint space. So you can really make it look special, even though it's just kind of a regular old item. Couple other items are the Wellable Recycled Brass Gel Pen. So this is again part of our Wellable line. It's got a premium feel, it's compact, it's smooth gel ink, matte finish, FSC packaging. Again, ideal for onboarding kits. And then just like if you're doing a wellness bundle, this would be a great item to include. And then in the center, we've got the recycled milk carton sticky notes and ruler pad. Yes, this is made out of milk carton, which is pretty cool. So this is smart and sustainable. I think things like this are a great conversation piece too. When you can say, hey, this is actually made out of a milk carton. Have you ever heard of such a thing? It's just a nice way to, talk about an item in a fun way and leave an impression. So these are great. It's got 5 sticky note pads. It's got a 6-inch ruler, all made from recycled materials. Again, a great thing to add on. And then hand sanitizer. I know you think that's probably not very exciting, but again, I think the idea of just bundling lower cost items and smaller items into, with several other pieces. I mean, this is a great one to add on. Okay, this is name brands and big impact. So I think gifting from well-known brands just isn't necessarily about recognition. I think it's really about the instantly increasing the perceived value to make the gift really feel meaningful and premium. So think about brands like Stanley, Thule, Lululemon. Before you even see a product, it's already invoking the idea of trust and excitement. So the reason why this is so important is 61% of corporate buyers say name brand products reinforce their company's own quality and values. And even more compelling, 73% of consumers say they feel more appreciated when they receive a gift from a well-known brand. So I think a brand like Stanley is really the perfect example. It's widely recognized, it's socially relevant, instantly giftable, and I'll show you some examples there. I think there are a few brands that carry the weight and credibility of Stanley. We now are carrying the Stanley Quencher Pro Tour in the 40 ounce and the 30 ounce. This one is great because it's got the flip up lid. You can actually, it doesn't leak. I mean, it's the craziest thing. We were at ASA Chicago. Somebody had one of these, turned it over, not a drop comes out. So this is, I think Stanley's did a great job with upgrading their standard with this Pro Tour tumbler. This one is got a lot of great momentum and popularity. Keeps things cold all day, water cold all day. Double wall vacuum. Just a great item. Drinkware is not going away, and in the colorways that are available are really kind of that neutral, calming feel. So don't forget about Stanley. And then we've got, of course, the Stanley Legendary Classic bottle. So that's really the item that built Stanley's reputation. That one's great. I'm sure everyone's familiar with that. It's got the cup lid combo, collapsible handle, great for road trips, long shifts. I remember my dad carried one of those back in the day. And then we've got the Stanley Quencher Flow State tumbler. That's the one everybody knows about, 40 ounces. It's got their signature lid, comfort grip handle, made from recycled stainless steel. We're very, I'll pause here. We're very well stocked on Stanley right now. And we're also price locked on a lot of our Stanley items, or maybe all of our Stanley items. So that means not only do we have good inventory, but we've got prices locked through the end of the year. So these are items that you can feel good. You can quote with confidence. You don't have to worry about the price changing. You don't have to worry about inventory. So certainly great items to consider presenting presenting to your clients. And then finally, we've got the Ice Glow Flip Straw tumbler. I love it. It's got the handle on top. This, I think, are really trending with the younger demographic. This is a great for active gifting, again, sustainable. The young folk loves this version. And then Herschel, they're definitely a retail icon for a reason. So I think this recycled classic tote is made from recycled materials. It's got Herschel's signature minimalist styling. It's made for, you can use it for errands, beach days, also good for gift bundles too. You know, Herschel delivers that instant credibility that we were talking about. And then the Herschel Retreat backpack. So this is, I think people recognize this as a style from Herschel. It's got the draw cord closure and flap design. It really elevates this piece. In this lifestyle image, I think really shows nicely what a statement that piece makes. A few other items from Herschel. We've got the Herschel 30 can cooler. This is insulated. It's got a bottle opener, detachable straps, leak-proof lining. Definitely a great Herschel item to consider. In the center, we've got the recycled computer backpack. So tech-forward movement. It's got a sleek design from office to airport, very functional. And then the recycled novel duffel. So this is definitely a road trip essential. It's got a built-in not department, but compartment. It's made from 100% recycled fabrics, and it's kind of that sweet spot between sustainability, smart packing, and retail-driven presentation. I love that item. And I should have done a drum roll. I moved too fast here. But in terms of products, we're going to close out with one of the biggest moves in our portfolio. And this is the arrival of FootJoy. So FootJoy is just a legendary name in golf. I'm sure all of you have heard about it. They've been around for over 165 years. It's the #1 shoe and golf and glove brand on the PGA Tour. And now we are offering FootJoy apparel through PCNA. So we're bringing the brand's trusted performance and credibility into the promo space and making it accessible for all of you. So the launch assortment is going to include, show you the categories that we are showing up in. So we've got base layer essentials. So these are, think polos, that's kind of the foundation of every golf kit. And then we've got our performance mid layers, think quarter zips and hoodies. If anybody's watching that show Sticks on Apple TV with Owen Wilson, he's wearing one of these. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm told he's wearing one of these in almost every episode. So kind of funny and timely. And then lastly, we've got outerwear for any weather. So these are pieces that blend UV protection, they're antimicrobial, and their technical craftsmanship. So, and they're all, FootJoy just knows how to do apparel. So, look for that. I think we have some of these available on the website, if not all now. And I think inventory is arriving any day now. So we're super excited to add FootJoy to our product portfolio. Okay, this is the last trend. This one's sometimes overlooked, but I think it's very, very powerful. This is all about how the gifting experience matters. So it's not just about what you give, but how it's given. So packaging, kitting, personalization, that's all the new luxe. So things that are branded, thoughtful, that are, easy to gift and create that memorable moment, full color boxes with a custom insert card to really create that moment of joy for the recipient and just make it very memorable for them. So the reason why this matters is 64% of consumers say packaging impacts gift satisfaction, and 1 in 3 say it's as important as the product itself. So presentation, it just isn't a bonus. It's really part of the value. So I think in retail, Etsy personalization and thoughtful touches are the norm. In Anthropology, they're doing these gift sets with beautiful packaging. They feel very curated and special. So I think thinking about helping the ways that you can help your clients deliver a branded, seamless, and memorable experience, turn something that might be kind kind of ordinary into something that people are actually remembering. So a couple of ways that we can help with that. This is our perfectly packaged program. So we make it really easy for you to kit items together and send them out to your customers. So we have unlimited drop ships. We can do a full color box. This is an example of a holiday template that we have available that you could customize. So you can mix and match products. We'll do everything. It's a turnkey solution, but a really great way to bring actually together some of these trends too. We're talking about the gifting experience, but the idea of smaller gifts, several smaller gifts, I think really applies with custom kitting. And then Givey, I think this is the idea. Our Givey platform, I know we've talked about this on other webinars, but this is just a great solution for holiday gifting, because what this does is it gives the recipient the gift of choice. You can curate your own store. You don't have any inventory requirements, but the user really gets to pick what they want and what is meaningful to them, which I think is just so powerful. We also have the ability to offer personalization. So some of our items, I could put my name on a mug as an example, but some of the items offer personalization just for that extra touch. The beautiful thing about Givey is we do not charge for the store. Again, no inventory commitments, no minimum. So if you've got one person who just orders one item, doesn't matter. Yeah, there's no inventory commitments. It's a free solution, very well received, very timely to create that experience for holiday gifting. So you can visit getgivey.com. If you wanted to schedule a demo, somebody can walk you through it. It's pretty easy to create your own store. And again, free, creating that impact for your customer. All right, shifting gears a little bit, I'm just going to talk about a couple of tools that can help you drive demand with your customers during this holiday season. So we have a full holiday lookbook that we've put together just around the holidays. If you haven't seen our gift guide, you can visit PCNA.com. We have a holiday tab right on the top navigation, and you can see our gift guide that incorporates a lot of the trends that we've talked about today. Additionally, I think it's really important to have different pieces of content that you can share with your customers. I mean, sometimes a customer might be ready. Maybe you have holiday customers that are ready to make their holiday choices right now. Some people are going to be a little bit later in the season. Some people are going to be a week before the holiday. We know how that goes. But I think having different pieces of content and flyers that you can use to stay top of mind as people are starting to refine their budgets and make their decisions is really important. So we have flyers around things like budget-friendly items, retail brands. If somebody's looking for executive gifts or client gifts, we have flyers dedicated to that. So I encourage you to check those out. You can always personalize those, add your logo onto them, and make it feel really custom for you to your client. And then additionally, we have product groupings too. So this is great if you're just looking for inspiration, you're looking for executive gifts. You can always use the flyer, but we've got a more extensive assortment with our product grouping. So a great place to get ideas quickly. And then image downloads too. So I think we do a lot of lifestyle photography, and here's just a sampling of some of the holiday lifestyle images that you will see in our lookbook. But these really allow you to elevate a presentation. You can use them in a social post, but lots of ways to incorporate images that I think really just make a presentation look more impactful. I mean, fun fact about this, you'll see me pictured here, which is always awkward. I'm also on the homepage of the website, which I'm not thrilled about, but I committed to taking one photo and here I am. But these are all PCNA employees, which I think is really kind of fun too. Everybody is such a good sport about it. But I do think just anytime you could share a lifestyle image, it just really kind of changes the look and feel of the presentation. So please check those out on our website. And then I want to introduce a tool that's called Brand Book by PCNA. So if you're not familiar with this, Brand Book is a custom catalog where you can upload your distributor logo or your end client logo. And then what our technology will do is it will add that logo to every single product within the catalog. Not only does it load it to every single product, but it also represents different deco methods. So think embroidery or laser, which really makes it feel like there's variety when your customer is looking at it. So you can request these for free. So if you're interested in this, and we will send this deck out as a follow-up, but you can utilize this brand book request page. All you need to do is enter some information about yourself, upload your client logo. In addition to the holiday gift guide, we also have other catalogs that can be customized, like breast cancer awareness, a healthcare guide, but choose the catalog that you're interested in, and then we will shoot back a link to the custom catalog within a few days. So I encourage you to try it out. It's something new that we're offering, and a great way to just elevate what you're sending to your customers. And I alluded to this when we were talking about Stanley, but if you visit our deals page, and you'll see we have over 200 items that we're in a really good inventory position on, and they're price locked through the end of the year. So again, that idea of quoting with confidence. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty now with tariffs changing. People are increasing prices. We've got a really good selection of retail brands that fall into this category. So these are price locked through the end of the year. So please check those out, and hopefully they give you some peace of mind. And then we have clearance items too. We have over 150 products. I don't know if you need something quickly that we may not have a ton of them, but we may have some of them. But a great resource to check out for items with deep discounts. I think one of the other things, this is sort of, I think, a trend that we're seeing, and it's that idea of elevated decoration and how elevated decoration can really elevate the perceived value and quality of the item. So as you're having conversations with customers about apparel, I think, people have a tendency to just go left chest. And we say like, left chest means I work here. That, of course, I'm wearing left chest today. Left chest means I work here, but there are so many other locations and decoration types that you can use on apparel. Like I've got one on my bicep here. You can see we're showing an example of laser on a left cuff, impactful back decoration. But I think that really transforms how people feel about the apparel and how it's perceived. So think about those different deco locations and also deco methods, embroidery, laser, HXD, all options to consider communicating to your customers. I think customers don't know what they don't know. So anytime we can talk about it and show them examples of some other methods, it can be really impactful. And I think the idea of elevated deco really shines through with our bullet line. So we do have embroidery now available on budget-friendly items at Bullet. And again, embroidery just really elevates the look of an item. And you can see these examples on the right, these digital full wrap and then laser. We only charge 80 cents for decoration for digital wrap and laser. And they really sort of change the way that the product looks and feels. It feels much more expensive than it actually is. So if you do have customers that are shrinking budget, definitely consider items from our bullet line because we do have those elevated deco methods available. Okay, we are wrapping up and then we will take some questions. So what's next? We are going to send out a follow-up email likely on Monday. It'll have a link to today's presentation and then also a link to the webinar recording. And then separately, you're going to receive an email with a survey link. Please take a few minutes to let me know how I did today. We've changed up the format a little bit. We received feedback that people wanted more education, and I hope we were able to accomplish that by tying some of the products to some key trends that we're seeing. So please let us know how we did. And then don't forget to check out tools and resources on PCNA.com. And I should have said, request your free brand book too. But we really appreciate you attending today. We really appreciate your patience as we worked through our system upgrade. We appreciate you and thank you. We know you're busy. So if there are some questions I can take, let me see. I know the team. Well, thank you for the great comments. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is a great question. Allison asked, how do we know which items are available to put into a Givey store? So if you visit getgivey.com, you will have access to all of the products that are available to be merchandised in the Givey store. I'm going to ask the team too if we have any questions that I've missed. Oh, I've got a question. What's my favorite holiday product? And this one, okay, so that Hydro Flask tote for $20 in that blue color, I love it because again, it's got that retail brand, instant credibility, great price point, $20. I love that item. It's a bag, but it's great. Okay, Arnold's asking, are these available in Canada? So yes, we didn't put Canadian pricing on the slides, but yes. And Shauna's asking, where do I access the brand book on the website? You cannot access it on the website, but if I could ask one of my teammates to put the brand book link into the chat so you can access that, it will also be up in the follow-up email. And if we've missed any of these questions, we will certainly follow up afterwards with you. Thank you again so much. We really appreciate you taking the time. We hope the information was valuable today. We look forward to seeing you on our next webinar. I hope everyone has a great Q4 and successful holiday selling season. Thanks, everyone.